Hey everybody, it's Ashley. I wanted to put together a video about how I manage my time in regards to how do you build a business while working full time and having kids and other commitments. So this is something that I'm still learning a lot about every day. It really is all about finding balance between what you feel like you need to do, but also what's really important to you, and having a really crucial and critical awareness of what your priorities and your goals really are. So that being said, I kind of wanted to give everybody just my tips and strategies that I've implemented so far to really make this work for me without increasing my stress level. So number one, I take advantage of the way that my schedule is laid out. I take advantage of time when I have it. What I mean by that is I am not on my phone when I have designated family time after I get home from work in the evenings. We have dinner, bath time, playtime, spend time with my kids. That is not work time. That's not business time. That's not answer texts, phone calls, emails, messages, anything time. All of my notifications on my phone, except for obviously phone calls and text messages, are turned off so that I don't feel distracted or tempted to be on my phone during that time. So that allows me to not feel like I'm neglecting my children or my husband to spend time on my business. So it's just, again, a matter of saying, okay, if I'm going to spend this many hours a day working on my business, then I'm going to spend at least that much, if not more in my case, with my family, because they're the reason I'm doing this. So my second tip is related to that I learned early on but took me a while to implement. Definitely have an effective to-do list and schedule your business hours. So when you're doing something like this, it's really tempting to not adhere to business hours and to basically constantly be starting and stopping all throughout your day and never feeling like you're getting anything done because you're starting and stopping all day. And then your to-do list is never ending and it's ends up being really stressful. And that's not how this should be. You should be able to have a set list of tasks that you know you need to do every day, need versus want. And then if you have additional time, add in this one or two other, tick marks, check lines, whatever, of business building activities that you feel are beneficial to pushing you to the next level. And then after that, just put it to bed, because then there's tomorrow. And that's taken me so long to figure out, you guys. My entire life has been a never-ending to-do list. And I finally have a handle on it. And it's liberating, to say the least. So my third tip for building your own business while working full-time is take advantage of time when you are able to listen, but you don't have to be necessarily actively doing something else. Best example that I've been using for a long time. Personal development for me is a huge key in making sure I stay on track mentally and emotionally and all those good things. I mean, it's always good to improve ourselves, honestly. So in order to fit that in, I definitely don't have energy at 11 or 11:30 at night to sit down and read a book. I'd read 2 sentences and fall asleep, guaranteed. I don't have the wherewithal to wake up at 5 or 5:30 in the morning and do a workout or read before I do a workout and, again, have the wherewithal to get anything out of what I'm reading. So the majority of the time for my personal development, I listen to podcasts through my phone in my car when I am driving to and from work and or dropping my kids off or picking them up. They aren't old enough yet to totally complain, but I don't really care. So it's a matter of also just using time that you have available to you until you're able to consolidate that into, scheduled working hours when your business is, more developed and you have a substantial base. My fourth tip for working full-time and building your own business is definitely set your boundaries. That goes more so than turning off your notifications. Setting boundaries means this is, my way of, these are my expectations of myself. These are my expectations of my coaches. These are the expectations of my challengers. And I also tell them what their expectations of me should be so that they understand that if they have a question or they have something that they want to run by me, that if I don't answer them within 10 minutes, it's not because I don't think that they're important. It's just because I have to designate those set times to address these things, or I would be a slave to my phone and I would go crazy. Everybody would. So that's really important. And I don't mean, boundaries in a negative sense. I mean boundaries in a positive sense, so that the people in your life that really matter to you, your family, your spouse, whatever, that doesn't suffer. And my fifth and final tip for building a building a business while working full time and not yawning in your basement, is just setting goals and staying focused all the time. Apply it to every area of your life. It may sound cliche, but I've taken so many of the skills already that I've learned from my business building to my full-time job to my life, in the sense that, set those goals, set those markers, but also systemize everything you can. I learned that from Chalene Johnson, and it makes so much sense. And the more that you systemize, the less that you have to think about it. She uses the example of systemizing grocery shopping, like making a spreadsheet of everything that they ever buy, and then using that to create a grocery list, because then you don't ever have to worry about forgetting anything or running out of anything. It's already there. You don't have to think about it. And that's a fantastic way to A, make efficient use of your time, B, be more organized, and C, cut down on your stress, because that's what it's all about. Like, if you're one of those people who's like, this is just too much to take on, she's crazy, I don't know what she's doing, I guarantee you, yeah, I may be sacrificing getting to watch The Bachelorette, or stay out super late on the weekends. It's fine. And I miss some sleep, I miss some TV. My house isn't as clean as it used to be, you guys, but it's worth it to me, because I know that the payoff is going to be worth the sacrifice. And that's something I want my kids to know. That's something I want my friends to know. That's life, and that's how it works. And if you think that that's, not the case, and that you won't ever have to make sacrifices to reach your goals and see the things that you want to see, then you're going to be really bummed out when they don't happen. So, that being said, I appreciate you all listening to my 5 tips for building a business while working full-time and being a mom, and I hope that they were of some value to you. And of course, if you ever have any questions, want more tips, whatever, check out A, my page, and B, feel free to reach out to me, because I'm around doing cool stuff with my hair. Thanks.